Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Frozen Oil. Once again, it's Rich, and on today's episode, we are going to discuss our new jersey sponsor. So, we are going to dive deep into that here. The Oilers have released a video on social media about their new jersey sponsor. So, we're going to talk a little bit about that, so stick around. All right, so we have a new sponsor, and that sponsor is going right on our shoulder of our beloved and proud Oilers jersey, and that sponsor is Play Alberta. Now, if you're not familiar with what Play Alberta is, it is the official kind of governing website for online gambling here in Alberta. So another kind of gambling sponsor. I'm not too sure how much money it costs to, have your company name or in this case, government body entity being sewed onto, a professional sports jersey. I'm sure it's not cheap. I think it started out back in the day with soccer, and there was a lot of people against that back then, but now it's kind of become normal. So I mean, the question now is for most people is, when you are advertising something, what is that thing that you're advertising, and kind of how does it affect the people that are watching it? So I mean, obviously, alcohol has, you see all the beer commercials all the time, and they're big sponsors of, professional sports teams, and they have the money to do it, obviously. So, another big, obvious money-making juggernaut is gambling, and sports gambling specifically. So, the Oilers have released a video on this, so we're going to take a look at this video right now and kind of get into some more details. But let's take a look at this video first. Okay, we got the sewing machine going here. Legendary Jack Michaels. Commentary in the background. There it is. So there it is in all its glory. Like I said, interesting. It's an interesting decision. From like a fashion and just kind of the look of it's not a different color that's kind of, white is part of the Oilers kind of colors. So at least from that perspective, like as a fan, it doesn't stick out too much. Like it could have been like fluorescent green or something. I mean, whoever's willing to pay this money is usually who gets it or pay the most money. So at least it's kind of dull and it's not sticking out too much. But at the end of the day, another gambling kind of sponsor. So, I mean, from a fan perspective, I mean, I think we're getting tired of this. I think, having to see, first of all, when those electronic boards came in, it's, and still is, nothing but gambling websites promoted. So during the play, it's gambling, probably every second or third ad is gambling promotions on the boards. You have gambling commercials where it seemed like every second commercial, I think it was 2 years ago when they first started these commercials for the gambling or sports gambling websites. A lot of that on the commercials. So you got them on the boards, you got them on the commercials, you got even on some channels, they're cutting away to hosts talking about the lines and stuff like that and mentioning gambling websites. And then you have your regular in-between period, sponsors brought to you by this company, that company. So there's already a tremendous amount of gambling being advertised, or gambling websites being advertised, sports gambling websites being advertised. And I just think it's overload myself. I think the amount of, of this stuff needs to be regulated some way or another. It's too much. It's too much. And I think, online sports gambling, it's kind of a new thing, and I'm sure at some point it's going to be limited. But the tricky thing with this is the people that are paying for this advertisement are the government of Alberta. They're the ones who own it. So that would be kind of odd to be the person regulating your own advertising. But at the end of the day, from a fan perspective, we're the ones that are going to decide if we can handle this or not. And I think already it's been way, way, way too much overload with this gambling or sports book and sports betting advertisements. That's my opinion. I'd like to know what your opinion is. I'm pretty sure, just judging by the kind of fallout on social media after they made this announcement, that it's not a good thing. Will it go away? Will it fizzle out? Will it only last a year or two? Who knows how long this partnership agreement's for? I don't know. But that is who is going to be on our beloved Oilers jersey this coming season. And the thing about that is, like, we already had Play Alberta, I believe, on the away helmets. I know Skip the Dishes was on the home helmets, and then Play Alberta is on the away helmets. And a lot of people said with the Skip the Dishes, it's like, all right, at least it's orange, which is kind of part of the Oilers color scheme. So it doesn't look too out of place. But I've seen some other companies on other NHL teams where on the helmets where it's just like, wow, that stands out so much, and it just basically looks like a money grab. So I mean, I don't know if their Oilers are cognizant of that when they're kind of deciding which company to choose to put on the helmet or which company to choose to put on the jersey. But it's interesting. So I'd love to hear what you have to think about that. Like I said, my opinion, I mean, it is what it is as far as I'm concerned. They're the ones that put up the money, but how much is too much? And, like I said, from purely a look perspective, it doesn't stick out too much because there is white in the Oilers jersey. But like I said, how much is too much when it comes to all this, professional sports betting advertising? And I would have personally liked to see maybe something like Travel Alberta being on there, or maybe even one of these giant oil companies. I'm sure they can afford it to be on there because it kind of matches the product a little better and kind of matches, our province as being, an oil producing province. I think the fit would have been a little bit better, but like I said, Play Alberta it is, and we'll see how it transpires into the season. So we'll check it out and see what goes from there. Just wanted to take this moment to thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. We have more videos on the way. So we look forward to bringing you those videos. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the last video, I wanted to do a quick shout out to Ryan again, from St. Albert Blades Skate Sharpening Shop. Check out that video. If you need your skates sharpened, please check him out. Just awesome experience, knows what he's doing. And again, we do have a frozen oil special there for 20 skate sharpenings for $150 to the first 20 people that go in there and show that they're subscribed to the channel. So take advantage of that opportunity. It works out to about 25% off, so significant savings there. So thank you very much for tuning into the episode, and most importantly, go Oilers go.
Frozen or hockey, the channel you need. Oilers on the ice, unstoppable speed. Chasing the cup, we're gonna succeed.